Following this right here, sending it over to meteorologist James Hopkins. James, we are talking about rain on the radar. We say that with a smile, too.
Exactly, because we haven't seen that in a while, at least around these areas where we have been seeing all of that really inland throughout your kind of late afternoon, evening. It's been all about the heat for the month of June, and we still do have that. It feels like 94 in Clearwater, feels like 103 for St. Petersburg, and 99 is what it feels like in Tampa. You're not seeing much out there right now. But again, we're going to have that potential. You're seeing it here, pushing its way in the Nature Coast, crossing 75, and now moving its way into Polk County. So we'll see that. There's a little bit, kind of a few blips here and there, but as we continue to heat things up, we'll see a little bit better potential for that. And that's thanks to this front. It'll help steer more moisture in the area, especially as we go throughout the next couple of days with our flow starting to come back up from the south and southwest. It'll bring more moisture into the area. Today, you got 93. Partly cloudy. We're still seeing, again, some coastal showers pushing into the inland as we go throughout your afternoon. So that'll be all 75 and to the east. Your feels like you can see there about 100 to 107 possible as we go throughout your afternoon. So again, there's still a lot of heat there for tomorrow, about 100 to 105. So it does help a little bit getting that coverage, especially when it comes a little bit earlier in the afternoon. And then same thing for your Friday, about 100 to 105, maybe 106, but you're not seeing the 108, the 110, even like last Friday, the 115 that we saw in one or two areas. Marine forecast, light chop of the bay, seas about a foot. Good looking for the rest of the week. Your beach forecast is for a low rip current risk, which is nice, and your surf there at about a foot. So expected rainfall, as you can see, it is still spotty, but there's a little bit more coverage than what we've seen for the past week, and that's good news. Again, even closer to the coast, a good potential. So here's your afternoon again, even possibly for Tampa, which again hasn't seen any really measurable in quite some time, or at least consistency there. And then for your Thursday, again, we'll see there's lunchtime starting to see our flow coming up from the south, pushing some moisture in along 75, and then moving its way to the east with some heavy downpours possible as we go throughout late afternoon, evening, possibly for your Thursday, pushing back towards the coast late in the day. That's a pattern we haven't seen since May. And you see for your Friday afternoon, kind of the same thing. Still that chance there around the bay with those heavy downpours inland. And again, it's all going to add up, which is good news. As you can see here, widespread between 1/2 and 1.5 inches. So that's some good news there, not just inland, but you see these colors along the coast, even down to the south. So rain chances do go down for the weekend. We're not going to dry out, but just not as much coverage. And when you get that, you get this. This is the heat returning. So again, we still have the heat, but it's the extreme heat, especially on Sunday. Look for the potential for a heat advisory, some weather impact alerts for this weekend. But again, it's not going to be for severe weather. It's going to be for that extreme heat. And that's how the forecast sits right now. 7-day forecast shows, again, it is still going to be hot and humid, but those higher rain chances for the next 3 days going down a little for the weekend. But let's look at next week with those rain chances going up. 50% chance, some pretty good coverage for Monday, increasing for Tuesday.
All right, thank you, James. And guess what? Our weather team streaming live for you twice a day with those in-depth forecasts. You can watch on the free 10 Tampa Bay News app every morning, 11:30, then again, 4:30 every afternoon.